So we're going to talk about reinforcement schedules now. And it seems like it's off topic, but actually it's very key to issues around dopaminergic motivation system. So you think about a child who's at a grocery store. They say, "Mommy, I want this candy." And the mom says no. The kid may initially pout, but they also may quickly learn that a temper tantrum might get their mom to say yes. Now, does the kid want to actually have a temper tantrum? No, the kid wants candy, and the kid learned that the best way to actually get the candy is to go ahead and have a temper tantrum. So if the mother at that point gives the child candy, then that behavior is reinforced. Now, in that case, the kid is essentially trying to look for like a dopamine burst, right? So if you go ahead and give it to the kid knows that's what will happen. So, in order for the mother not to have temper tantrums in the future, she has to say no, and she has to do it consistently. Suppose she says no the next 3 times, and then on the 4th time she says yes. What the child then learned is that that behavior, while it doesn't always work, sometimes works. And what will happen in the future is that if the mom says no, she'll soon discover that that kid learned that there is a skill that may work, and instead of giving that skill up, the temper tantrum, they'll then proceed to have the temper tantrum more intensely. So the mom accidentally put the child in a variable reinforcement schedule. And in order for her to have this behavior stop, she has to extinguish it. What that will now require is saying no many more times to increasingly intense efforts until the kid just finally gives up. Now, one of the things that we know is that people don't often just give up. And ideally the kid will grow and mature and come out with better ways to get his needs met. But if the kid gets to a point where it's really backed up and really doesn't know what to do, it might regress and then try the temper tantrum again. So we have to be very careful with variable reinforcement schedules. Now, there are times in life where we are put on a variable reinforcement schedule and we don't quite know it. And a very common example of this is gambling. People who gamble, they have this sense that things are about to work out for them. And that's because they're on a variable reinforcement schedule, and when they go up to whatever their favorite way of gambling is, let's say it's a slot machine, and they get ready to pull the lever, they get a shot of they get a shot of dopamine before they even get to the point of do they win or not. So what that means is, from a neurotransmitter perspective, they've already won. Now, of course, there's a whole series of other consequences that come out of this. And one of the things we know is without the front of our brain, the prefrontal cortex, we cannot look at the long-term consequences of the short-term gratification of the dopamine of pulling the lever.